Welcome back, gamers, and we're throwing another video at you today. What are we doing?
We're doing the Gnomeo and Juliet 3 speculation.
Okay, so we have a couple of ideas that we're just, we're throwing into the ring. We're just brainstorming a little bit. Here, why don't you read the first one?
Okay, so our first idea for Gnomeo and Juliet 3 are gnomes fighting bigotry. Can you explain that in a little more detail?
Okay, so a lot of times during Gnomeo and Juliet, you're wondering, like, if it was all metaphor for maybe slavery or segregation or, you know, separate but equal because of the way that they treat each other based on the color of their hats. Like, there's no way that's a coincidence.
Exactly. I have to agree. There's clearly supposed to be, like, a metaphor for racism, or at
It's
the
like an
very
allegory.
least. Exactly. An allegory wrapped up in...
That's just funny.
But yeah, I think having Gnomeo and Juliet 3 just kind of getting in more on the point of gnomes fighting bigotry would be super
I feel like maybe choosing a darker topic would help steer the series in the right direction.
Exactly. Now read the second prompt.
Time-traveling gnomes collecting gnomes from every era to fight time. Sort of like a Back to the Future 3-esque situation. Like, Father Time might be a new character to be introduced. What do you think?
I think it would add a very interesting dynamic, as we can truly see, like, Gnomeo and Juliet's relationship as it goes through the perils of time.
Oh, I see. Like, there might be some tension, you know, when they're going through the 1920s, you know, the suffragette era, you know.
Exactly. And we might get to see, like, Gnomeo be defensive in, like, an era where gnome sexism is still a lot more prevalent.
So it's prevalent? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, why don't you read the next one?
Okay, so the next prompt for Gnomeo and Juliet 3 that we've come up with is super interesting. It's Tybalt coming back as the bad guy in the form of a ghoul. What do you want to elaborate?
So, you know how ghouls are like ghosts but scary, right? This would really steer the Gnomeo and Juliet franchise into like a horror dimension, you know? Like, there are a lot of ways you could expand on that in like spin-offs and sequels and whatnot, and I think Tybalt is the best character because, you know, he is dead.
The fact that they just silently killed him off in between films in the most gruesome way possible gives me night terrors.
It's okay, buddy.
I never stop thinking about it. Read the fourth prompt.
Now, this one might be the
cash cow.
The cash cow.
The real money.
This one is gonna pull in, like, consumerism. Stocks are gonna soar. Despicable Me crossover. Is there anything you'd like to say about that?
I love Minion. They are funny and yellow.
Minion.